Hello and welcome to Hoofball, a Scottish football podcast hosted by myself, Hamish, and my two co-hosts, Hugh and Ben.
Hiya.
Hi there.
We're another weekly lockdown podcast to add to the collection, talking about all things Scottish football, including transfers, results, predictions, and a bit of fantasy football as well. Today we'll be talking about the Betfred Cup, the upcoming international week, Europa League draw, and some fantasy football as well. But we'll be starting off by introducing ourselves to you. So we'll start off with who we support. Ben, do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I'm a Cali fan.
Yeah, sad for you.
Yeah.
How come? From Inverness?
I was born in Inverness
Right.
and grew up in Fife, however. But I always loved Inverness, so I kept supporting them. And the top I'm wearing now, which you can't see,
Can't
the
see
top
it,
I'm wearing
yeah.
now was the same top my granny gave me when I was 9.
Oh, that's
But
cute.
she got me
that's
an
nice.
adult small, so it still fits me. Because I'm a wee lad.
You are. Right, and
I don't actually know if you're joking about that, or is that true?
That is true, actually.
Amazing. That is amazing.
Right, and Hugh, who are you a fan of?
I'm a Rangers fan,
Oh,
born and bred.
yeah.
Disgusting.
Disgusting, yeah, it's a little bit.
It's glory hunting.
Penny's coming out.
And yeah, myself, I'm a Hearts fan, season ticket holder, 5 years now,
Sad.
I think, 4 years, I can't remember.
It's a lot of relegations you've saw.
Only one. The first year I got a season ticket, we were in the championship already, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
according to the Chase, I've seen 3 at the same time.
It's pretty impressive. So yeah, basically this is gonna be pub chat turned podcast. So we've all got ourselves a drink. I'll kick us off. I'm having a wee beer Moretti. Decent beer, quite enjoy it.
Lovely.
How about you guys?
I'm having a craft beer.
Craft beer.
I know. Look at that.
Woo!
Like a company that sends out like craft
Oh,
beers.
like a wee box.
Quite nice. Yeah, we box. It comes with like 10 beers.
That's pretty good. That.
a
Is it
month.
Ranger specific? Or is it just any Scottish?
No, it was
Oh,
just
okay.
lucky that was the last one
Okay.
left that I hadn't looked at, and it was Ranger that I pulled out tonight.
I thought you maybe got a Celtic one. You just launch it.
Ben, what are you drinking, if anything?
I've got a glass of white wine. Lidl's own £5 white wine.
Are you all right?
It's not even in a
Right.
wine glass; it's in a pint glass.
It's not even a pint glass, just an IKEA.
The tumbler.
We don't have any wine
Oh,
glasses.
amazing!
Oh wow, that's quite something. So yeah, despite asking all those questions, I did actually know the answers because we all met at university.
Way.
So me and Hugh have known each other 3 years, 2 years, 3
It's
years.
the 4th year.
God, too long. And I've known Ben for 1 year less, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all
3 years
joined
too many.
we all joined the badminton team together. And yeah, we just got on all right.
You absolutely
We
smashed
should,
the
we
league.
should maybe do a podcast about that instead.
Oh, but just the badminton team.
I know more about badminton.
So badminton team. They're known for being rowdy, our badminton teams. So, right. So should we talk about football?
Okay, go on then.
So as we said, me and Ben, he's a Cali fan. I'm a Hearts fan. The day we're recording this, Cali played Hearts last night, and the famous went and won. Big 1-0, definitely a penalty.
I mean, to be fair, that was the only. It was not a penalty, and you should have scored about 6 other goals.
We
so.
should have won about 9-0, to be honest.
I was shocked he didn't. It was like a youth team.
Brad
Cali
Mackay,
put it as
Bad
well.
Cali
Brad
team.
Mackay had a great save where he turned it dived and his hand blocked the ball.
He's Hearts youth as well. He should have let that in. Yeah, but it was a decent game. I mean, actually, that's a lie. It wasn't a very
It
decent
was a
game.
shame. It's just a pre-season friendly.
Yeah, it was just
That's
nice to
how
see
it
some
felt.
competitive football again. We've not
It's
had
good to
the
see Niall
opportunity.
Story
I've
just
been
represent
seeing it
that.
for weeks. It's great.
Shut up.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, it was just nice to see competitive football. Thought Hearts were decent. The new signings were pretty good. That Ginelli on the
mid.
wing.
Your right mid had
Yeah, Josh
Cameron
Ginelli.
Harper all ends up.
The thing is, I think with Hearts is that it's been a while since we've had a winger that'll take on the defence, but also if we've only got Ginelli, it'll make us quite one-dimensional.
Jordan
Because-
Roberts isn't going to do that for you. He can strike a ball, but he's not really a dribbler.
Jamie Walker didn't play left mid yesterday. He practically played centre attacking mid. And then the other option on the left side was AD White. So We avoided that like the plague. But yeah, I mean, I'm walking.
Halliday stuff.
No, he came off the bench.
Bet he was great.
God, what a player. But yeah, the rest of the Betfred Cup's actually on at the moment. I just seen that Hibs have just conceded to Brora Rangers, which is
They have not.
they have
Have they
yeah.
scored?
It's 2-1, yeah,
Yeah,
to
it's
Hibs.
2-1.
Okay, right.
Yeah, Stevie Mallon's got 2. But yeah, the rest of the Betfred Cup group for Hearts and Cali, you'd probably hope that both Hearts and Cali win the remaining fixtures.
Yeah, because there's
Was
Wraith
this not the same group that happened a few years ago?
Yeah, same
no?
group from 2 years ago, I think.
Really?
Jeez, oh.
that.
Yes.
That's grim.
Yeah,
But the fact, we've got
what's the group?
Wraith Rovers and East Fife in the group. I
Yeah.
can't find it.
Yeah,
And not
Cowdenbeath as
Eastwood
well.
and Cowdenbeath, yeah.
Canbeath.
Yeah, so
both
realistically,
so close to home for me.
both teams should be winning all the games.
Oh, Wraith, was it Wraith?
Wraith are League 1?
No, Championship. They're not the ones that they won League 1, knocked Falkirk out, and they had like the brass neck to be like, yeah, we deserve to go up. So the fact they were like 2 points ahead and Falkirk had a game in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well-
because last year they were playing like Dumbarton and Clyde.
We'll not get into that because I'll get far too angry. I wonder why.
Apologies, yeah, Wraith are in the Championship.
Yeah.
It's like Canbeath.
So yeah, Betfred Cup. Rangers aren't in it yet, or you come through after the groups, right?
Yeah, coming after the
Which is
groups.
Europe.
So
Shocking.
It's the top goes through, and then it's like the 4 or 5
we're
best seconds. Yeah.
I don't get why we're playing it this year.
Neither. And it's
Like, in this way, it should just been straight knockout.
It's the reason that all the leagues got cut early, essentially, because they were so sure they wanted to play this on time, and now it's October and it's just started.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And now also, because it's October, Hearts have the 3 games in the Betfred Cup. We start our league this season, and we've got last season's Scottish Cup semi-final to play.
When's that game?
Halloween. A spooky fixture.
8 weeks of extra training, so that's an unfair advantage.
Extra,
It's
yeah.
not-
That like 3 days of extra training really helps us. I'm sure. Yeah, but I mean, it's just. I think we play 5 or 6 games this month. We play 4 in the space of 3 weeks. For a team that's not played any competitive fixtures in.
And then
7
straight away
months?
after it, you play Cali Thistle again.
Yeah.
On the boys.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna
But
be.
wait, do you actually have many injuries, or just not yet?
Not yet. Yeah, it'll happen. Believe me, it'll happen.
Because
Your first game is Dundee away.
Yeah.
Hearts. That's some laugh after them voting to put you down.
It's definitely been like it's a fix. I'm telling you, it's a fix. We start the season with the 3 toughest games, I'd say. So I'm.
What, bro?
I'd say Dunfermline actually are probably better than Arbroath, but I think
Probably.
that Inverness, Dundee, and Arbroath are going to be 3 of the toughest games we play this year. So I think if we could come away from them with 9 points, we'll walk the league.
You should walk the league anyway.
Yeah,
should
well,
walk the
it's
league anyway.
Hearts though. I'm terrified. It's a
I
bit
mean,
scary.
right, we've got to. Ayr United are not awful, but they do keep losing all their best players.
They do, yeah. Alan Forrest's away.
yeah.
The better Forrest brother.
Arbroath are a stickler of a team for Inverness.
Yeah.
Saying that as we were all at the game in
Oh, yeah, we went to the game.
where we lost. Was it 4-0? Oh, mate.
Hey, one of the goals was actually really nice, and we could have just
The
missed
first
it.
one, because we're on the wrong end of the pitch.
Yeah. That was fun though. Learned all the chants.
It's still a great stadium where you can like swap halves.
Oh,
I
that's
had
great.
never
It's what we're
experienced that
standing.
before.
Oh, amazing.
I like how they brought the banners as well. They're like, undo the banners.
Yeah, unfurl the banners. Yeah, no, it was that was a good away day actually. That's the thing is that I was all right with going to the championship because of the away days that we were going to get, and now I don't even get that.
That's not happening, no.
I've also paid for a season ticket. I'm going to watch 14 games on my laptop, so that's class.
Nice.
Hey, wait, so does the season ticket mean you get to watch the games for free?
Yeah, but
Or,
on Hearts
Yeah.
TV.
On Hearts TV?
Because you've already paid for them, yeah.
Well, that's the thing actually is that Hearts sold the season tickets and said they were like, we guarantee that you're gonna get into every single game. Like if you missed the game, if you missed the first 4 games per se from COVID, because you weren't allowed in the stadiums, then you'd get them next season for free. And they were like, actually, now that we've sold all the season tickets, we're just gonna let you watch them on Hearts TV.
How much was the season ticket?
Wait, have they? So you can't go and see them next season for free.
No,
The
you don't
games?
get the games after they guaranteed it.
Wow, that's bad.
It's
isn't it?
bad.
Because I was about to say, like, you're going to miss the whole championship season,
Yeah,
and
basically.
then go straight back into watching the Premier League games.
That's all right though.
Well, that was kind of the hope. I was like, if we missed like
Not happening.
10 games in the championship, I'm fine with it because then I get 10 for free next season, hopefully in the Premiership.
It's sort of like if you miss the championship, it's like missing a filler episode in a TV show. It doesn't matter. Like you
One
don't
of
miss
those like
anything
throwback
important.
ones.
Aye.
Is that your opinion after being in the championship for how long?
Oh, mate.
November next?
You'll get there. I think you genuinely could have gone up this year had it not been
Well,
for
last season we could have gone up in the
COVID.
playoffs potentially.
who would you have
Potentially.
got? It would probably have been St Mirren, right? Or it could have been Hearts.
It could have been Hearts. If it had been Hearts, that would have been good fun.
Probably wouldn't have been Hearts, but you know,
None of
could have
that.
been.
None of that. We would have stayed up. You got no argument. Shut up.
Um, yeah. I
Yeah,
think we could have gone up last year, maybe.
I think so.
I'm not sure. This season, I think it's going to be impossible to predict. We're doing that next week, but I think it's going to be impossible to predict because some people are going to get injured.
Yeah. Yeah,
Some
I
people-
think
'cause they've
definitely.
not played football.
Nah, I'm going to predict it perfectly.
You're going to predict the championship.
Well, that's
Yeah.
for next week anyway. But
Yeah.
because next week is the week after next week is the start of the championship,
Aye.
which is quite
it not?
exciting.
The 16th.
Oh, it's the 27th, not the
I
17th.
thought it was the 16th. Hearts first played. Might be lying.
Oh no, that's the next time you play Cali Thistle. Sorry,
Right.
I've looked at the wrong thing.
Yeah. 16th.
Anyway, before that
Mate, what-
starts, we've got ourselves an international week.
Hey.
Segue.
Hey, buzzing.
News come out today that which one was it? Stuart Armstrong got himself a
Aye.
bit of COVID, and
Cheeky.
so Ryan Christie and Kieran Tierney will be out for the game as well because they'll be isolating.
Out for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I want to know like how close they got to him. Surely they had to social distance.
Yeah, and you can't
Maybe they did
imagine.
them.
My first thought was that they might have been roommates, but I guess you wouldn't have roommates.
Like you can't really
No.
do roommates.
Yeah.
But I guess if you're,
Unless you're at the
if you're
same
playing
club.
football together and train together, like you may as well be roommates.
I think that they shouldn't have been having, especially for like.
And also, like, no way Scotland are getting a hotel where there's 3 beds in one room.
You're going to find as close contacts.
Yeah, I was thinking that I don't know why the games are going ahead. Like, fair enough, playoffs are pretty important because it's qualifying, but stuff like the Nations League,
Nations League, just
absolutely no. There's
pointless.
barely a need for it
Friendlies
Like,
are pointless.
normally. Yeah, if there's
Friendlies are
countries
right now.
playing friendlies when you've got people coming from like England, Scotland,
Italy are
Wales,
playing
all sorts.
Moldova. Germany are playing Turkey.
Oh,
Like,
Andorra are playing Cape Verde.
there's no need. There's absolutely no need.
is there not a
Netherlands
mental
are
amount of
playing
games
Mexico.
like?
There's loads of games on.
Loads of
Yeah,
games.
but isn't like for Scotland, like we're playing
Scotland have 3
tomorrow,
games. Yeah.
playing tomorrow, Sunday, and then Wednesday.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's just
That's a bit
mental.
rough. There's going to be a lot of rotation as well, and it's obviously not a very big squad based on
And then also, if we win against Israel tomorrow,
we play
we play
Norway or
Norway?
Serbia.
yeah, and the next like international. It's just so many games.
Yeah, it's
The
far too
Nations
much
League is
football.
kind of pointless. Like the commentators on whoever broadcast it, it's like, oh, it's great to see more international football, and then you're watching it as a football league fan. Like, no, it's not.
Because well, it's only
Like-
like Rangers will have a couple players in the squad, and then Celtic will have a couple players in the squad. But outside of that, everyone plays for different teams.
Yeah.
Actually, there's 2 Sheffield Wednesday players now that Callum Patterson signed there. But
Well, Oliver Buck's pulled out.
Hmm?
Oliver Buck pulled out of.
yeah, he's injured.
squad.
You know.
Is he? Is that after David Luiz pulled his shirt a little bit? Should have been sent off.
I forgot he signed for Sheffield United.
He's starting the
and
Premier
he's
League. What the
playing
fuck?
for Sheffield United. That's the thing
He's
that
playing
throws me
over
off.
Oliver Burke or over Billy Sharp.
Over McBurney, do you mean?
Over, yeah, that's what I meant. Ollie,
Yeah.
Ollie, Ollie.
Jeez,
That must
oh.
be confusing.
Yeah.
What are they playing there? Oh well.
But yeah, Scotland v Israel. Are we confident at all?
Nope.
No, did you watch last Israel game? They
Yep.
played them.
Nope.
Also not confident.
It was awful.
We
I-
just aren't good as a national team.
This game's in Scotland, is it not?
If it's at home, it could be.
Yeah, it's at home,
Yeah,
but it doesn't. Does it really matter?
Oh yeah, but
Like,
hopefully that means that we could maybe, if we've lost 3 or 4 players, then we can at least call up players.
Can we?
I was surprised to not see Kevin Nisbet get involved.
yeah, weird one.
He's been
Especially
really, really
for
good,
goals.
which hurts me to say because I really, really wanted him at Hearts. And the issue is as well. I reckon if we'd stayed up, we might have got him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really wanted him at Hearts. I think he's been great this season. I'm surprised he didn't get a
Did
call
you
up.
see his free kick at the weekend there?
I did not know.
Just the goalie should. It's a shame Hamilton had like a backup goalie in because I think their goalie tested positive.
Yeah, then
COVID.
then the other 2 that they had to, because obviously they trained together.
Yeah, he made some good saves, the goalie, but he's just inexperienced. Like,
Yeah.
Was it a youth one?
yeah.
Well, yeah, they had Zlamal from Hearts for a bit.
No, that's St. Mirren.
No,
No,
so it is. Yeah,
it's
so
not
it is.
St. Mirren who had 3 goalkeepers all out unavailable.
Yeah, and then the same
Like
things happened to
last week.
Hamilton, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And then Hamilton are going to forfeit the next games.
And
Just
Killy
like
are having to
Kelly.
forfeit. Well, they've already
Kelly
had to
has-
forfeit
They had to forfeit. They got made to.
against Falkirk. Yeah,
And they want to postpone the game.
yeah, they
A
wanted
game
to.
that they were going to win as well.
I saw a tweet
Surely
about
they-
it that was like, it was a Hearts fan, and they were like 3-0 to Falkirk by default. Can we give all 3 goals to Connor Salmon? I think it's fair
Is
enough.
that what he is?
Huh?
Is that what Connor Salmon
Yeah.
is?
What a fall from grace.
I thought he was at. Oh, that's Curtis Main. Look, they look pretty similar.
Curtis means where? Aberdeen.
Aberdeen, yeah.
Curtis Bain's a
Someone
little bit
going-
better.
But
A smidge.
A little bit, not much.
Yeah, there's not much in it. But yeah, I mean, the game tomorrow will be interesting. This might have come out by the time the results been in. Shall we prepare our reactions? Oh, that game was class. Well done, Scotland.
Scotland are fucking
I'm not
shite.
surprised we lost.
Why
Oh,
was
wow,
Scotland
we a
only
draw?
playing centre back?
It can't be a draw.
I mean,
Oh.
it can.
We're either going to win or
Well,
lose.
a draw that went to penalties?
Yeah, sure.
Wait, is it not 2
Would you
legs?
take us on penalties? No, it's just one and out.
Oh, is it?
Maybe I think it was. Was it supposed to be 2 leg and then?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, I think so.
I'd definitely not back Scotland in penalties. I don't think Scotland have the bottle at all.
Especially missing Ryan Christie. I think he's a penalty taker for Celtic. Yeah, actually, I've just clicked on the page now. It says Scotland must do without Ryan Christie, who scored penalties in both Nations League matches last month. So we're missing Ryan Christie, a penalty taker.
Good. That's
Um,
fun.
I'm missing Kieran Tierney, who could, if we played 3 at the back, could have played left centre back. His
Yeah,
that's
which would have let-
What he
for
does
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
He does do
Right.
that for Arsenal. Which I'm pretty happy
That's
about.
good.
I reckon that's what we should do. And let
Do you
Robertson actually run forward, because it's the bit of football that he's good at. Not that he's
He
bad
also
at
said
defending.
Tierney's good at like.
Yeah. Well, I think the plan for Arsenal was to have Tierney play at left wing back, but it never happened. So
Well,
if
no,
he's
it's
getting
Saka.
minutes at centre back for his club,
I think Saka's better offensively than Tierney. That's why.
yeah. But if
And
he's
they don't
getting
have enough
Yeah.
centre backs.
if he's getting minutes there, our other centre back options, Liam Cooper's all right. Ryan Port just got a call up.
You just hit the ball in it. Like ball comes in, he's hitting it. But
I wish Ryan Porteous would pay more attention to like actually being good at football than just being like staunch.
what
Send this to him on Twitter.
Well, I reckon Ryan Porteous has all the ability there to be a very good football player, but he's like trying to win over the Hibs fans by like getting in the Rangers fans' head. If he just got on with it, I think he'd genuinely be a very good footballer. But it's like those.
Like he's good at what he does. Like just put a head in it, clear it.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to pass it out. He's never going to take the ball for a
No.
run. Watch him this weekend. Absolutely skin someone, bang it.
Like that Zuma run against Ajax last year where he skied it.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Some
Yeah,
goal
I
that would be.
think. But yeah, the back two will probably have Porches in it. To be honest.
because McKenna's pulled out.
Yeah.
Because he's injured.
I don't know.
idea.
Like
Just can't be bothered.
and Palmer pulled out.
Yeah, me and Ben were actually just talking about that. Who's going to play right back?
It's gonna be Scott McTominay or Ryan Jack. But probably Scott
If he
McTominay.
plays Scott McTominay at centre back again,
Yeah,
I
he's
think
not.
he'll play. I think he will, or maybe not because I think he might have been planning on playing 3 at the back if Tierney was fit, and he'd done like a Tierney, a Cooper, a McTominay. But then we've got no right wing back, so
Well,
maybe
we
the
played-
back's better.
We played 3 at the back last time, no?
I think so, but then
Yeah.
it changed to 4 at the back because we were not playing well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And I think
Who-
McTominay got shifted to right back.
Greg Taylor's in there was a left back as well.
That's true. Greg Taylor can't play left back. Why don't we have a good right back?
Greg
Patterson.
Taylor can't even play right back because his right foot's for standing on. Nothing else.
I mean, you could just like cut in and then cross it.
I think there was another thing that Aaron Hickey didn't make a single squad. Like,
Yeah.
no under squads either. Which I assume has something to do with Bologna.
Not ask him not to be. That
Yeah.
makes sense if you want him to train.
Probably
for
for like the first few games, you'd be like, nah.
Because he's only just got there.
Yeah, it's fair. Lots of teams have been doing that in Europe.
You could play Callum Patterson at right back.
You could, yeah.
He's actually right-footed
Matt-
and can
He was a
run.
right back
He
at
could
Hearts
back
for a while.
Hearts. Yeah, he's right back at Hearts.
Played right back for Cardiff City, and then striker.
Yeah,
That's a game.
when we sold him to Cardiff, I remember Warnock had a quote. Not Warnock. Yeah, Warnock had a quote.
Yeah, Warnock.
It was like, Hearts have sold us a dud here. They've tried to sell us a right back, and he can only play centre mid or striker.
That's good.
Yeah, I think he normally plays as striker.
Wait a minute. So how many people? So 3 people have pulled out injured from the squad.
Yeah,
That's another 3 went out to self isolate.
yeah.
That's not looking good, is
Got
it?
nothing left. Yeah, I'm really
Oh,
not
we'll play-
sure. Who do you even call up? Like, who do you look to?
Stephen O'Donnell. We've got Stephen O'Donnell.
Oh, is he in the
He's
squad?
right back.
Yeah, he's in the squad. Missed that.
All right, well,
We're fine.
he'll do.
Right back was actually sorted before we had that whole conversation.
We just play Ryan Jack there, just for the fun.
He can play right back. According to FM, he's got a wee.
He's like orange, but he's there.
He played right back for Aberdeen at first, right, and then got moved to CDM or defensive mid.
That's the
From
thing.
a mic. It's gonna
I
be a little
saw
bit
him from
unprofessional. It's
FIFA.
our first
He
time.
was definitely a CDM/right back, or other way
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
But I take it. I mean, he's not
We might
played-
actually play someone like Ryan Fraser at wing back because that's
I-
not what we've done.
that's
I
what
said
Ben
before
had in
that,
his
okay, let's
lineup.
go for the thing, and he was like, "That's disgusting." It is. But
It is,
Yeah,
but
he's
that's
got the
how
bend.
Clark played
he
Well-
can cross the ball.
because he played Forrest at right wing back last
Yeah.
time.
The
Which is
issue
weird.
after we've plugged the hole at right back is who now plays right mid or left mid, because Ryan Fraser will play on one side. Who plays on the other side?
Oh, I'm about to say
I
right.
don't
He's not
think-
even in the fucking team anymore.
I don't think there'll be wingers. I think it'll be 3 at the back with 2 wing backs. It'll be Robertson
Yeah.
and
It'll be 3-5-2.
Fraser.
It'll be 3-5-2 because that's what you played last time.
yeah.
Robertson, Fraser, and then what? McGregor, McTominay, and McGinn in the middle, or McLean instead of McTominay if he wants to play McTominay at centre back.
McGregor, McGinn for sure,
Yeah.
and then whoever else.
McGregor and McGinn have
And
to be
then-
there.
Not McLean. He's. A,
Dykes or McBurney up front or Shankland, but I doubt him starting.
I went with McBurney and Dykes up front.
I'd prefer Shanklin to start. I think I'd prefer
Over
Nisbet to
McBurney.
start actually, but
Over Dykes or over McBurney.
how good's Dykes been down south? QPR now, isn't he?
I don't even know if he's
I forgot
played,
that.
has he?
I'll give it a quick Google. Lyndon
Transfer market.
Dykes.
I feel like we would have seen it.
Yeah, it would
shocking
definitely
that-
have come up somewhere.
We've got a Premier League striker at McBurney, and we're like, maybe he's not good enough. We should start a Scottish
thing-
Premiership.
We've said it before. He's a tall striker that can't hit a ball.
It's not ideal.
He scored twice. He's 1 and 2,
In how many games?
4 matches, 2 goals. And a yellow card.
Good on him.
Not awful.
Yeah, I'd probably play him.
I mean, Sheffield United have scored 1 goal so far this season, so
Yeah.
if Burnley's not scored.
I think yeah, Shankland as well probably would be the way I'd go. I reckon.
I mean, Nisbet is the most informed Scottish striker that I can think of.
Yeah, again, Nisbet's the one I'd play, but
He's not even in the squad.
he's not in the squad.
Classic.
I think it has to be 5 at the back, and you're just gonna have to hope that whoever plays right centre back can actually
I think
defend.
it'll be McTominay or O'Donnell.
It's going to be McTominay, and it wasn't good last time.
Because
It wasn't great. It's not his position.
it's not
Maybe
at all.
It could be O'Donnell and then McTominay as like a CDM sort of thing.
Yeah,
For some support.
I think that's the only way you can really do it.
Maybe it's going to be 4 at the back.
But we're saying this, but we're playing 3 games. Like, it's going to have to change each one
Yeah.
because the squad is going to be fit. So I don't
True.
see how he's going to change it up.
Maybe not 3 at the back because we don't have enough players to be rotating 3 at the back
Yeah.
with wing backs.
Who do you put in goals?
McLaughlin.
Robbie McCrory. What do you
Robbie
think?
McCrory, McLaughlin probably, but
McLaughlin.
Nah, it'll be Marshall.
Marshall actually,
but
yeah.
Is he
Like-
still? Where is he at Cardiff?
Derby.
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 I think
He's a bit-
if McLaughlin had got the nod at Rangers, but he's out the team now, isn't he?
He's in and out, yeah. Like, he got dropped, but then he played at the weekend because he didn't really have a reason to get dropped. He'd been playing well.
Who'd you prefer?
that's-
Who'd you rather have?
McGregor in it.
Yeah,
Like, you can't.
you can't
You
follow
can't
what he's
not.
done. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think 5 at the back. Well, because the previous fixtures were to try it, were to trial it, and it obviously didn't really work. But again, it only got trialed like once, 1.5 times essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't. It's not like he's going to have a lot of time to, like.
Yeah, it's
It's like you see, like, a team, like a club manager do it, they have time to, like, embed it every week into
Into
the way he wants to
training,
Not
play.
even getting time to train.
And he's only got days
yeah.
with that squad.
It's a hard team to manage right now, especially without 3 of the better players in the team. Even though Stuart Armstrong doesn't really play for Scotland, but
What, Stuart Armstrong, Christie, and Oliver Buck? Yeah. 3 key players.
3 key players, yeah.
To be fair, like the 3 lads who are up because of COVID are only missing the 1 game.
No,
That
they're
was
not.
in both.
No,
Only
they're missing.
Scotland's game against Israel. That's it.
How?
No, we're playing 3 games this break.
I know, but I was saying they're only missing 1 game.
How can they do that though?
We're still
I don't know,
isolating for
but
10.
It's
10
like
days to 2 weeks.
Tam Abraham, Chilwell, and Sancho are only missing the first England game.
Because they all went to a party, didn't they?
It was Tam Abraham's surprise birthday party, so he didn't know about it, but then he didn't tell everyone to fuck off. And people were taking photos and putting it on social media. But it's just the Israel game that the 3 are missing. So I presume all 3 of them will start in the second.
No,
game.
because Tierney now has to. Oh no.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Armstrong will
can't play.
definitely miss all 3.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
They will also miss Nation League ties with Slovakia and Czech Republic. But the headline
Yeah.
was just saying they'll miss the next game, and then okay.
Nah, they're missing. They're missing a lot of games,
Well, I
That should
think
be the
it
headline.
depends.
That's
and
it.
they'll miss the first game back with the club
Yeah.
as well.
Oh,
Armstrong
rip
won't.
Arsenal.
But-
But then, who's saying it? One of them is saying, I got a test and I'm negative. I don't get it. I mean, they've all got tests and only Armstrong was positive.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It depends.
Edwards also tested positive.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, he was he wasn't doing too well the past few games anyway. I know as a fantasy
wasn't.
football owner.
He wasn't really starting. Well, he did. He started the last game. Actually, that's a lie.
Yeah, and he was pish. Yeah, I think it seemed as if they were planning to move on, like slowly edging him out the team, and then I guess just no one tried to sign him, which makes sense. I don't think the window just being was the window to be selling.
No.
I mean, the next window's in.
I wouldn't have minded them selling him, but
Yeah. Well, there was the whole Morelos debate as well. I thought he was away to Lille.
I was sure he was going to
And
go in
then
the
Lille
last day.
signed
We'll
Eh,
sign Jonathan
David.
David instead.
Jonathan David. I'm about to say David, but that's
David. Was that bid was real, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was it
supposedly.
too low for Rangers? Is that what it was?
It was like 17
I
or
think
something.
the Rangers were wanting 18 million.
Oh fucking hell! Jeez, steady on.
I think that's probably fair enough, to be fair, though. It kind of depends on what he does next, I guess. If
He needs to score again. That'd be nice.
he needs to score
Other than
again,
that,
yeah.
no.
I mean, as a striker, yes,
back
it
in
would
the
be
fun.
nice if he scored.
Old Firm caught up again, so that's another game without a goal for him.
Oh,
Oofed.
He never scores in them. Not even penalties.
You were there with me that day. Don't even start that. That was. Oh,
Great game of football.
it was actually a really good
It
game.
was.
of football,
I quite enjoyed it as a neutral. Though I did want Rangers to win, to be fair, because it's a bit something different.
yeah, that would be nice.
Treble, and all that. So yeah, speaking of the transfer window, should we get into that a little bit?
Go through each of our team's signings.
Yeah, so Rangers signed pretty well, right?
Yeah, no, quite a lot of good signs. Deadline signing, Zungu.
Oh yeah, was he the
damn,
one
he's-
That has
that
been coming.
this?
That has been coming for
Yeah,
months. Oh,
and like all
Was
the
that
South
when-
African fans were fuming because you
Yeah,
weren't going to
that's-
sign
yeah,
him.
yeah.
I remember.
And
that.
then it was like Rangers fans on Twitter were saying, "Oh, he's failed his medical and all that," and he was replying to them, being like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
That's great.
It's just great.
I can't say I know a single thing about him.
Wait,
He's a
they signed
Nike
him
ambassador on contest 12.
Nice.
They
That's
signed him
good.
from which team? Like Kaiser
French
Chiefs.
club.
Oh, he's in France. Okay, I thought he was in South Africa.
Yeah.
I was going to guess Kaiser Chiefs. I was going to say it with my chest though, and hope everyone just
Is
believed
that not a
it.
band? No.
He's a bit of a dual
No, we
threat.
like had good signs. Hadji coming back from like
Okay.
completing
Yeah,
from the
give it a
loan.
full. I think that's really
I
good
think
business.
we done quite well with that as well. We cut. It was supposed to be about 4 million. We paid 4.5.
Yeah, really good deal.
And we ended up cutting that down to 3, which is good.
That must be like what you get for being in the Europa League in the group stage, anyway. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
On the
you
run
get
up,
more
yeah,
money.
on the qualifying stages and the getting into the groups, about 3 million, excluding
That's
TV
worth
rights
it.
and all that. So
And then you
Or
signed
TV rights in the SPL this year.
2 strikers as well, right?
yeah, on the same day, that was
Oh yeah, so it
that
was.
was great. Etten and Ruth. Etten's just like a taller Canberry, is the way to describe it. Like, because the team we bought him from ended up going and buying Canberry as his replacement.
St. Gallen
Oh,
or
that's
St.
pretty
Gallen.
cool.
Yeah.
Did he not? He scored a belter the other week, did he not? Itten.
What, against Motherwell? Yeah, he
Yeah.
scored 2. Came on with like 10 minutes left and got 2 goals.
Well, one was
Bang.
belter. Kemar Roof looks to be a great signing. I think.
Known from his days Leeds.
Nah. Though you did spell his name wrong the first time. Was that him?
He actually spelled it wrong. He was like, "Oh, I'll put my name in the back of the top," and Jimmy Bell was like, "I will just let you do it." Yeah.
Wait, no way. He spelled his own name wrong.
No, of course he
Take
didn't.
the
Ben.
piss,
Jimmy
right?
Bell. For fuck's sake.
Idiot.
I mean, he's a footballer. I don't. I would say I don't trust his intelligence, but it's me who believes that. So.
What else is there?
Shocking.
John McLaughlin, as we already said,
John McLaughlin,
Uh,
solid.
good signing.
Balogun coming in to replace Katic.
From Brighton?
Wigan, was it not?
Wigan, yeah.
Oh, no,
but he was
No, he was
on
at
loan at
Wigan.
Wigan.
From
Oh, was he?
Brighton.
Yeah.
But
But he's actually
swear
really quick.
he's a former Germany under-21 international. He's
Ye-
German, but he's
But he's also
represents-
Nigerian.
German
He represents-
Nigerian, yeah.
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 'Cause, yeah.
And then
And then
the young guy,
Calvin
yeah.
Bassey. Yeah.
He played the other day, no?
Played against Motherwell as well. He's actually really quick.
Yeah.
And solid, yeah.
He was the one that it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was awful. And you can't find him. I couldn't find him on the internet because Bassey isn't his last name.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a really long foreign last name, and I just couldn't. I'm not going to pronounce it because it'll just murder it.
It'd be quite
Where
funny.
did you get him from?
Leicester.
Leicester, yeah.
Oh, right.
So we only
Oh, the youth
paid the
player.
development fee. Yeah,
Did
paid the development fee, so that's quite good.
did Jake Hasty go back out on loan? Or is he still
Yeah, he's out at Motherwell,
again?
but he's not doing great.
Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna work out for you. Unfortunately. And then one of your other outs was obviously Kai Kennedy.
Was that deadline day as well, or was that?
That's deadline day loan signing for Cali.
For Cali,
Yeah. 6 months. But
Was it 6 months? I thought it was a year.
I think it's only till January. Is it not?
That's not 6 months. That's 2 months. 2.5. I think it's a full
It's
season.
It's 6 months in FM. You know what it means for Christmas.
Yeah. I'll double check.
But I think his contract's up at the end of the year, so it's kind of one of them ones that
just see
you
how
might
it
get
does.
him. Yeah. We've got quite a few youth out. We've also got McPake out Morton. I'm pretty sure he scored or got an assist last night. And
McCrory.
Stephen Kelly at Ross County. He's not done anything really.
Is it both McCrory's away on loan?
Yeah, but Ross is away on loan, but already signed a contract with Aberdeen.
Oh, it's a great signing for
Same
them,
with
actually.
Jamie Murphy, who's went to Hibs.
Pish.
The Jamie Murphy.
What do you mean, Brighton's top scorer for last year? He was only there for a few weeks.
What a player!
I don't actually think he was top scorer.
I doubt it. Well, yeah, they have that Mopey up front. He probably scored quite a few. Yeah, so how was the Cali window? It seemed as if you were just selling all your best players, or just not even selling them. They were just leaving.
Selling, mate. They were just leaving. We lost club captain Carl Tremarco to our rivals, Ross County.
Good, the usual.
Yes, the usual.
He doesn't even have to move house. It's just across the water. Unreal.
I mean, Dingwall is actually further away than you think. It's like a 30-minute drive. But yeah, of course, there's nothing.
So it's one of those fake rivalries.
No, yeah, it's called the Friendly Derby, which I fucking hate. No, but fair enough. Rooney went to St Johnstone. That was a pre-contract, and apparently he's not been that great for them. But haha.
Just speaking about Kai Kennedy, actually, you wrote down you had an ego, and I'm pretty sure Gerrard fired shots at him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, no, definitely that's him.
Yeah. Jordan White, who's the player that I slated at the Arbroath game and got told off by a fellow fan.
An old man.
So funny.
An old man.
So
he was like, "You're the reason that they're shite." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm the reason."
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, the ball came in high, and you were like, "Try take it down."
Every time the ball came to him, and he couldn't control it.
He was like, "How the fuck's he gonna take that down? It's at his head." He was like, "Chest it, maybe."
Jump.
He's like, but is he not massive as well? He's like 6 something.
6'4", 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, he just annoyed me that day.
He's a nice guy. I listened to a podcast with him and Rooney, and they were nice. They were both talking about leaving Cali with Cali fans. But on that day, at least, he was shite. But he's moved to the Premiership. He's at, I want to say, Motherwell.
He moved up a division.
He moved up. So Rooney, White, all four of them, I've written down here, the main departures all moved up to the Premiership. Trafford went to Hamilton Accies.
It is 9 appearances, 0 goals, and I won't say I'm surprised.
I'm not surprised either.
Where did Trafford go again?
Hamilton.
He wasn't bad, to be fair.
He's not horrific. He's
not horrific.
He's not horrific.
Yeah, you can say what you want. They're not a Cali player anymore.
He was good. He was good for the championship, but I was a bit surprised he's making it.
You're still in the championship.
Yeah. Basically. But we signed Robbie Dees from Celtic. He was at Alloa last season. Apparently he was all right. We signed Scott Allardyce from.
What position does he play? Robbie Dees.
Robert Dees, centre back. He's left foot centre back, which is good because we're having to play Kevin McCarthy at left centre back when he is a left back.
What player?
Scott Allardyce, who's ex-Dundee United. He was in Ireland, and apparently he was okay. He was captain of the team that he was at, so that's probably an okay signing. He was actually all right yesterday against you. He did okay against what's his face?
Hearts.
Naismith. He did all right.
Naismith, yeah.
Danny Devine, which was not. People were not happy on Twitter with that signing.
No.
He's come back and he was not great for Dunphy. Shane Sutherland, ex-Cali, top goal scorer of League 2, I believe. Or definitely top for his club.
Oh, he was the guy that started up front yesterday.
Yeah, and got injured.
Yeah.
That's class.
Nice.
Was Duffy signed on deadline day from St Johnstone on a free.
What was Duffy? They were speaking about him before the game, and they seemed pretty high on him.
Yeah, he did alright.
I can't say I know much about him, to be fair, at all.
No. So the Cali window's not bad. We've kind of filled every hole that we've got, and then they're just bringing in all the youth players. I mean, yesterday we had 7 youth players in the squad, 3 in the starting 11,
Yeah.
So it seems like we're just going to be all with the youth. There was something actually 2 years ago, year and a half ago. They had like 12 or 11 of the youth academy players all sign professional contracts, and then we did one of those FM associate club things with Fort William FC because
Yeah.
that was the season.
Oh,
There
that
was
was
a
the
season
season
Fort
on
William
TV, wasn't it?
didn't win a game, so we sent what was it, like 7 or 8 of our youth players to Fort William on loan for the season. But like there was a thing Robbo was saying about how it'd be nice in a few years' time to have a first 11 or have a team of all Cali Youth Academy players.
Yeah, I
Which
think
I mean, yes, but also,
It's never going to happen, but it's a nice thought.
I mean, if you could get three, maybe like 5 or 6 first team players who are all from the academy, that'd be class.
well, when Hearts came up the first time from the championship, because that was the season where we ran out of money. Loads of the team were youth, and it helped if anything. Like it was like a blessing in disguise because it kind of pushed them out. Like Callum Patterson, he was actually our top scorer the season before, with like 12 goals from right back.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
No, I think he played right back at the start, but then he got moved to. Anytime we were not winning with about 20 minutes to go, he was lumped up front.
Yeah, love up front.
Love it.
So yeah, it gave him an opportunity. Jamie Walker and Sam Nicholson as well. So I think using.
Do you remember when we were playing that striker on loan from you? Or the winger? Billy Mackay.
Billy King.
Billy King.
King
Billy
Billy.
King.
We had him as well. And now he's in League 1 or 2.
Is he?
Yeah.
As in Scottish League One?
Scottish League One, yeah.
Scottish League 1.
Is it Falkirk?
Might be.
He was at Morton, I think, at one point.
Yeah, let me double check.
Yeah.
Billy King.
Can't remember. Long gone now.
Oh no, he plays for St. Patrick's Athletic in Ireland.
Oh, weird one.
Think how much you said this before to me. How much money we would have had to give you to take him?
Yeah, I know.
Because he was like a first team player.
It was such a weird thing to happen. Like I was genuinely very confused. But I mean, for one, we were helping you.
Was he any good for you?
Well, you were also going for promotion yourself.
Yeah.
We were.
It was strange. Yeah.
May I say, Billy King is a 61 rated on FIFA 21. Funnest FIFA Cup.
Well, that's the fountain of all knowledge. So. Yeah, I mean, he will always be remembered by me at least for scoring when the season before we went to the championship, when we went down, Hibs could have relegated us, and they had like 4,000 flyers printed. It was going to be a relegation party. Half of them were wearing party hats, and we beat them 2-0. It was great.
Amazing.
Great day. Billy King scored. He like ran the whole pitch, and then there's a video of Jamie McDonald running the whole pitch as well from goalkeeper. So like the top right corner. Top left corner even. Yeah. Gary Locke's giving it all sorts. What a day.
Next season you got relegated. Class.
Yeah, but we went down fighting. Then we came straight back up, which obviously isn't for everyone.
Oh, okay. At least you've got money.
That'll definitely be a clip for the end of the season when we inevitably don't come straight back up.
Well, that you lose the last day to Wraith Rovers or something, and then you finish third.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of Hearts,
Heart signings.
We had a pretty good window, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all right.
Obviously losing Hickey was the big one.
I did see you've got that in the list. I'm like, he's not an Indian.
I think that was always going to happen. I think we could have.
I'm shocked you went where he went. I didn't expect
I was pretty shocked. Well, he was meant to be going to Bayern all summer, and then
that was
and then just
for 24 hours he was away to Celtic, and then for like 3 weeks he went to about 2 clubs a week. Everything you heard. And he's ended up at Bologna. He's
Scottish media know a lot.
He's played 2, started 2.
Oh really? I didn't know he was playing.
I know he started the first one. I didn't know he started.
Yeah, well, because the left back that Bologna has got sent off, and then Hickey was decent in the first one, so they played him in the second one. But Hickey got subbed off in like the 60th. But I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have expected him to be straight starting, but he seemed to hold his own.
Did Bologna play 4 at the back then? Because that's less common in Italy.
Yeah, 4 at the back. They've got quite a weird team actually. They've got do you remember Rodrigo Palacio?
Oh yeah, he's great in FIFA. Right?
Yeah,
Is that the same one?
yeah, he plays for them.
Argentinian striker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Tony McDonald went out.
McDonald's off to Cordoba, which I found out is actually, I thought it was
My
because it was
audio's
called the
gone.
Segunda
My
Division
internet's
B,
gone.
so I assumed it was the second division in Spain, but it's the third division
Right.
because it's Segunda Division B.
Right. Okay, that's weird.
Because yeah, I've got
Makes sense. But...
I've got
Okay, that's not as good as a move as I initially thought.
no neither. Well, I think
Which I don't get.
anyway.
He seemed.
I
Okay.
was really disappointed actually. When he went, I was really disappointed because I thought this year would be like his breakout year. I thought the first team football he could get in because he can play centrally, he can play on the right, he could probably play on the left if we.
Did he not go to Dunfermline one year with what's the other young boy?
Harry Cockram.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at Inverness for a bit as well. And yeah, Dunfermline. But yeah, I thought this year he'd be able to make it, but I guess because we brought in Stephen Kingsley, I think
Yeah, that was out of nowhere.
I think
At
that
least for me, I didn't see it
I
coming.
think that getting rid of McDonald was freeing up wages, which I think there's much better players we could have got rid of. Like we've still got Loic Damour, players like that who are shite, to be quite frank. Like they're bad. Hopefully they can prove me wrong this year if they get a chance to play. But I mean, yeah, we've got players like that. I don't think you should be giving up some of your better youth products. But I mean, yeah, it's keeping hold of the rest of them, like keeping hold of Andy Irving especially. I think the team needs to be built around him. To be honest, like he's genuinely incredible.
I saw a lot of people raving about him after yesterday. Like said he was decent.
He's a very good player. And then obviously beside him, we've now brought in Andy Halliday, which I was pretty happy with, mainly because like he's versatile and with the amount of injuries that Hearts constantly get, I think.
Is he definitely a squad player? Like he's just not going to.
I guess it depends how he plays, because the midfield yesterday was Ollie Lee and Andy Irving.
Right.
But obviously Halliday's only just come in, so it's hard to just like chuck him straight in. So I think that.
But yeah, the thing like he, in his last year and a half at Rangers, he played left back.
Yeah, but I thought that's why he'd been signed initially, because obviously Hickey went. I thought we'd got him to play left back, but I guess it's a bit like he's our sub left back now, and he's also a sub midfielder. I think he should start.
He's a good player for the level. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, and he's the type of player that always gives 100%, even if he's given 100% badly. He's always at least trying properly every game. And then obviously we signed Craig Gordon as well, which I was really happy with.
Oh, I can't follow
Just a good goalkeeper for the first time since McLaughlin left, which was 2 years ago. Good goalkeepers at Hearts are not very common. And then obviously we signed also some wingers. We got Elliot Freer, Josh Ginelly, or I think it's Ginelly, and Jordan Roberts as well. One of them's on loan. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Ginelly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Ginelly. Oh no, I don't know. One of them's on loan. But yeah, I mean, Ginelly was really good yesterday. Elliot Freer and Jordan Roberts seemed to be feasible football players. So that works for me.
Well, before we go and talk about other stuff, we'll just stop for a minute because Ben is
disconnected. Dropped out, yeah.
We'll come back.
We'll come back in a second. We're back! We're back with a bang! Yeah, Ben's sorted his technical difficulties.
Apologies.
We are back. So now we're going to move on talking about old firm clubs in Europe, as per the only two that made it from Scotland.
Wait. That was just me getting excited about it.
I think you said wait. Yeah, so Celtic got handed a pretty tough group.
That is a tough group.
Rough, innit? It is a rough group.
Sparta Prague, AC Milan, and Lille.
I think they'll finish bottom.
Really?
I think
Sparta Prague were okay in the
it's a tough
Europa
group,
League.
but they
I
could
think
go through.
against Chelsea.
It's
What I remember
like,
watching.
Celtic in Europe, remember?
Still in Europe against big clubs.
Yeah, but they don't
like-
have Tony Watt anymore.
Ah, see, I was going to say something back. Where was he at Motherwell?
Motherwell, yeah.
Yeah. He's still not verified on Twitter.
No.
Funny. He's not.
He was doing Warzone tournaments over lockdown.
What?
Yeah.
Was he not also doing a thing with a YouTuber? Like someone was waiting. He was waiting.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
Oh,
And then,
yeah. And Logan Paul didn't know who he was, obviously.
Jackmate as well. Like bought him and Stevie White bought Tony Watt jerseys. I got absolutely no idea why. They didn't like.
No,
they've not even done a
really?
podcast with him or anything. Just a
I didn't
photo
know
on
that.
Twitter. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's a pretty tough group. I think.
Yeah.
But like AC Milan,
Or
I
AC
couldn't
Milan
tell you.
are they even good anymore?
They've got Zlatan.
They got
Yeah, I've got
Zlatan, they've been
Zlatan.
alright.
Zlatan's got COVID as well.
No, COVID had Zlatan. No, wait,
Shut
yeah.
up, man. That's the worst passer. Yeah, Lille definitely won't be easy
Lille are
either.
Lille
We've been pretty good the last couple of years, have you not?
Yeah, but then they got the Canadian David that replaced Ozyman, and they've got
Renato Sanchez,
Renato Sanchez, thank you, and others who are
Jonathan
also good at
Akone.
football. Yep.
That's all I can
I
know.
don't know stuff about Scottish football, so no clue.
Yes, and then Rangers. Where's Rangers group? Benfica, Standard Liège, and Lech Poznan. Lech Poznan? It's definitely not pronounced like that. So you say Loch.
Probably
Lech
I
Poznan.
think they're second because Benfica have got a decent team, obviously.
Benfica haven't lost at home in 23 games in Europe.
Yeah, but because that's what I said,
Which
you're
is quite
second.
Always time for a first.
Yeah, on we go.
I mean, they just lost their best centre back.
And one of their better strikers.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty buzzing when I saw they were selling people. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is it. This is what we need. Like Poznan sold someone to Brighton and then they loaned them straight back to them.
That's cheeky.
Yeah.
That's awfully cheeky. The Standard Liège, I couldn't tell you a thing about Standard Liège.
They're from Belgium.
That's such a
standard,
Europa League group. Benfica, Standard Liège, Rangers, and
Yeah.
Lech Poznan. That's very Europa League.
The only thing more Europa League would be Sevilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd hope we qualify through from that group.
I think you should.
I think you could.
Maybe not should, but definitely could.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Considering the players you've got.
You need Yanis Hadji just to turn up again.
Yeah,
got
you'd
Ryan-
be a bit-
Ryan
He
Jack,
was
Morelos.
almost unplayable. Well, did you beat Porto last season? You did, didn't you? Once.
yeah, but he wasn't in that game.
Well,
Hadji wasn't.
you beat Porto without him. Sorted against Benfica. No, I'm pretty sure Benfica are better than Porto. But I can't say I know much about the Portuguese league, I'll be honest with you. He's googling it. Both of them
Yep.
are.
I'm just checking the table from last season.
Yeah, I think
Premier League.
I'd love.
Oh, Porto finished first, Benfica second. On
Yeah.
we go
Fair enough then.
by 5 points.
I'd like.
And then Braga, and we beat Braga as well.
Braga, yeah, I was watching that game. Or those
That was
games.
tough. Oh,
I'd
amazing.
one because if one of them, if one of Rangers or Celtic has like a decent run, like maybe as good as it was last year for Rangers, then I think we get our automatic space in the Champions League.
That
Do
would
we?
be nice.
I think automatically to the groups if it's as good as it should be. Plus, also I think we're pretty close to Belgium in the rankings, so for Rangers to put out
We're pretty
Standard
close
Liège
to
would be pretty big.
we're pretty close to Turkey, who we just put out Galatasaray,
Galatasaray, yeah.
which was really good for us.
Any other Turkish teams?
They've got a few in the Champions League, I'm pretty sure.
Fenerbahce.
Champions League's nothing. Europa League for that.
Better
Championship
teams
towards
than
that, mate. Come on.
Yeah.
UAL
Stop
too.
looking too high, Hamish. Who knows? You could. What do you get if you win the Scottish Cup from last
Europa
year?
League qualification.
Doesn't give
No,
you anything this year.
No, Nothing
No.
this year because it's already passed.
Nothing for this year. Yeah, it's Pride. Maybe it's pointless.
LGBT points in.
Money.
It's stupid. It's so stupid. But I can't wait. We were playing against Hibs. That's the only time I'm going to get this year. Actually, it's probably not. The SPFL will find a way for us to play Hibs,
You'll get
Celtic,
to learn
and
the cup.
Rangers in the cup.
Yeah.
That implies you're knocking the majority of them teams out. So
Yeah, I think Rangers should probably get through. I think it really depends what Celtic team turns up against. I'd honestly say that the Sparta Prague game might be the more important one. Because Celtic in Europe, I think, have the capabilities to beat AC and Lille. It's just the type of thing they would do.
yeah,
It's the worst team that they'll lose against.
Yeah.
That'll be quite Celtic. Yeah, I think that's
they had a chance to have Cluj and Leicester in the group and didn't. And they
yeah.
only missed Leicester by like one
Ball.
draw.
Yeah,
I just loved it.
That would
Brendan
be
Rodgers
so
going
good,
back.
man.
Oh, that'd be great.
yeah, because Leicester Group G,
Is who?
and Celtic are Group H. Oh, that would have been so good.
I know.
That's quite.
Sitting watching it, hoping it happened.
You alright, Hamish?
Coughing. Sorry,
Oh,
it's COVID and that. I think I turned my mic off. I don't know if I did.
Yeah,
You did.
Okay, good.
Just making sure the listeners knew why.
Yeah, it might have been a click. It's got a little click. It's like a conference thing. It's pretty cool.
You can put your hand up as well. That's not important.
Okay, well, we'll use this as a good time to move on to something new.
Yeah, that's smooth segue.
So we're all in the same fantasy football league.
Oh, it's
Oh,
after saying I only know Scottish football, this proves I don't know Scottish football.
This proves I really don't know Scottish football.
I had a stinker
Awful.
this week, and it's entirely St Mirren's fault. I would say.
I got
I-
58 points.
I got 54. Hamish,
I,
what did you get?
I got 43 because I had 2 Kilmarnock players on my team.
I mean,
I got 58 points with a Porteous -4 in defence.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
I can't lie. James Tavernier as captain has saved my team
Oh, it's
every
play.
week.
It's the absolute play.
It's the only play.
I actually don't have him.
That's
have
shocking.
I have Barisic.
Yeah, my team this week wasn't particularly good.
No, neither.
You know what I'm loving with this? I've got Hadji as my captain, right?
But unlucky.
And see games he doesn't start.
Yeah.
He gets brought on about 60th, 70th minute and is guaranteed an assist. It's great. It's like
Yeah. Well, I think
Look,
for a fact,
minutes played 29 minutes, so he didn't get any points for it.
Yeah.
Like that bit. Assist 1, 6 points. Great.
I've had quite the fall from grace on fantasy. I was at one
You were top.
stage 28th in, well, I would say in the world, but it's probably in the UK, to be honest.
In Scotland.
Yeah, no one's played it. I'm now down. I'm still 1,000th out of 45,000, which isn't bad, but
Like you're
Yeah.
drawing. You're drawing with Harry.
yeah,
Oh.
Harry,
In the league.
On the exact same points.
Yeah.
But he just had an 80 game.
80 point week.
I am
I
99 points
I
behind
thought
you.
58 points was quite good, and it's not. Look at everyone else as above me.
The average was
Harry's a
42, 41 even.
Yeah.
But look at the league we're in. 80 points, 69, 62, 69, 65. And there's some people below me. But fuck, jeez, oh. Fuming.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're looking at fantasy for the upcoming weeks, who are we saying are some must-haves, knowing the fixtures coming back? Old Firm game, obviously. I'd start off by saying that Alan Forrest has been one of the
Alan
best
Forrest, I
pickups.
put into my team at the start of fantasy football, and you both
Playing
mocked
Kilmarnock.
me, going, "Ha ha ha, he's shite." And actually, he's been half good.
I mocked
Yeah.
you, instantly
He's-
put
he's
him
in
my
my
team
team.
for Patter, and he's the only
Yeah.
one that's not been taken out my team so far this
Don't know, Old Firm, do you put any players in?
Tavernier.
Like it's
I'm going to keep
For a penalty, surely.
Tavernier in there.
it's a game there's gonna be goals,
Yeah.
surely.
I wish
Or
there
there's
was
not.
like you know how English football fantasy you get that free hit where you can change your team for 1 week. It's essentially a wild card, but you only get it for 1 week, and then you get your own team back. I wish they had that. Because I'd just take all of them out.
At Fantasy Football Scotland. At them on Twitter.
Get it sorted.
Get
I was
himself.
one of the people that did the what's it called? The beta as well.
I didn't even know there was a beta for it.
Well,
Yeah.
we did the one last year, and then that didn't work.
Yeah,
Oh, I
just
got
wasn't set
a
up correctly.
memory on my phone the other day of what my team would have been last year. And,
was it grim?
I backed Connor Washington up front.
Oh, so you did.
That's
How many goals did he score?
Huh?
How many goals did he score last season?
2.
Goals? What are goals?
1 against the Hibs though, so
That counts as double.
can't complain.
I mean,
1 actually.
I've got Marley Watkins.
Is it Charlton?
Charlton, yeah.
Forrest will be good.
No, don't sell the man short. He scored 3.
So sorry. If you're listening, Connor, I'm really sorry.
Why listening? Chris Burke, maybe.
Chris Burke has actually been a really good signing.
Kelly against Livy.
He got 0 points last week.
I know, but I've also got Forrest, who's against Kelly. Ferguson from Aberdeen.
I want to get
He
him
was
in.
banging last week.
I'd say
He got
a
me
solid
7 points.
signing is Nicky Clark.
Yeah.
I've got Nicky Clark up front, but they're playing
United.
Aberdeen. Done United.
I'd take it. I think he's scoring.
I've got
Chris
Haven't been on that good this season.
Deutsch. I've got as vice
Deutsch,
captain.
yeah, Josh
For some
Deutsch.
reason. I'm proud to say I've got. Oh shit! 1 sec. 4 ex-Cali players in the starting 11.
How many of them play for Ross County now?
1 Cole Donaldson. He got -2 last week.
Nice.
He's out of the team.
Yeah, I think so far this season having the 2 Rangers fullbacks in has paid dividends. Like it's been
That's mental.
really, really good. Borna Barisic is averaging 7.5 points, and Tavernier is averaging.
That's been more.
Tavernier's averaging almost 10 points a game. That's mental. Yeah, he's actually been in my team since the first week, as well. Him, Chris Burke, and Alan Forrest are the only ones I've not taken out. Edward needs to come out this week. I think I've already done it. Him for Nisbet.
Christie I need to take out at some point when they update that, because it wasn't updated when I last checked.
I've still actually got one of the filler players from my midfield. I just wanted the cheapest available player, Jay Henderson. He's away out on loan. He doesn't even play in the league anymore. But
he's still in the thing.
He's still in my team because there's no one worth 2 million to sub him out for.
I've got Jamie McGrath from St Mirren.
He's away at Clyde.
Is he doing well? Would he get me good points?
He's not played.
Oh well.
He's not playing.
Sure.
He's not playing for my.
He's 18. He is 18.
I still shit, mate.
2 years after me.
Yeah,
Listen here.
Another player I had was Sean Wunt from Hamilton, who I also put in for a filler. He started pretty much every game. So
That was like if he's Hamilton.
Hamilton.
It's like imagine if you'd chosen thingy Doig from Hibs at centre back. He must have been so cheap at the start, and Hibs had a
Yeah,
few
I
good
got
games.
him in as a filler week 2 when I wildcarded.
That was a good
The
move.
Hibs team for this year. Do you not think their scouting department only know Paisley? Just that's it. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, they only know Paisley and they only know McGinn's.
Yeah. What was easy to think about? McGinn's mother has produced more Hibs first team players than the Hibs Academy.
McGinn's mother was my maths teacher.
Really?
Surely not.
That's a fun fact.
That's class. But yeah, if we're talking fantasy, I would say generally Tavernier go to and Barisic absolutely go to as well.
It's old fun though. You don't know.
Firm. This week, next week even. It's definitely going to be a bit difficult.
Celtic to win 4-0 and then.
Well, Celtic aren't really playing that well. Like, they were bad against. Who was they played? County? No. Who were they playing last week?
I don't know, but the fact they had
Johnson.
3 strikers or whatever.
Johnson. Oh, that just annoyed. Right, so what? 88th minute, 89th minute,
And 0-0.
and you get St Johnson got a free kick, and they sent almost everyone up. And then Celtic wanted to score the counter attack. What are you doing?
Yeah, you're St Johnston. You don't need to win that game. A draw against Celtic.
A draw, 0-0 is good. take it into the corner at that point, it just would be right up watching it.
Yeah, that game also inspired me. I think I'm gonna get rid of Callum McGregor for Ryan Christie probably. Because
Don't do that for next week.
No, because Ryan Christie might
Christie's
not
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
at one stage.
Yeah.
Well, you only get one transfer a week, so I need to figure out how much I'm willing to lose. I've still got the
one
Ross
wild
County
card.
goalkeeper off the back of their first 3 performances.
Well, Laidlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's on my bench.
I had to take Ross Stewart out as well, County striker. I don't know.
Just take County out because they're playing Aberdeen next, right?
I'm thinking of putting a Jetty in, but I think he's a bit.
He's injured at the moment.
We've got the international week, so we've got a week to figure out.
Is he?
We'll update it next week.
Is he going to play?
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying in the.
Edward might be out.
Klamala, I was kind of hoping that Klamala would play because he's cheaper.
Yep.
I think as well that Diego Laxalt could be.
Pick your team based off the transfer values in fantasy football, will you? Fuck's sake.
I think that Diego Laxalt they just signed could be decent value.
He should
3.5 million, was it not?
3.5. Yeah.
Was it? He cost AC Milan 16 million a few years ago.
Yeah.
So he should be a good player, and then obviously we had to fit with the fact he's so cheap.
It depends where he plays because I think he's listed as a left mid /
He's listed as a defender.
Back.
He's considered a
not
defender.
Not a left back.
But he's and in Italy he played a left wing back, which is their left mid.
What Celtic
left
play
back.
when they play a 3 at the back.
Exactly. So he could be getting in on
Did he replace
goals.
Greg Taylor
And assists.
in that team?
He could play left wing.
Nah, they're not really playing with wingers,
They
are
don't
they?
play with wingers, no.
Because they're playing El Yunusi as like a up front.
Striker, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an
Is he
interesting.
permanent now?
El Yunusi, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
No, just on loan for another season.
Oh, is he?
Is he?
Where is he from? Southampton?
Southampton.
Yeah.
Because he was decent before he went to Southampton. He was high
He was another
potential
one,
on
actually.
FM and career mode.
Yeah, speaking about Avdijai before this, El Yunusi was another one that you'd always get on FIFA.
Yeah. 5-star skiller, wasn't he?
Yeah, oh, what player.
And his brother as well was not bad. Older, but also not a bad player.
Is his brother
Tarek El Yunusi.
Tarek? Is he still at
No.
Mönchengladbach?
He was at Hoffenheim, I believe.
Hoffenheim.
Yeah, he was at Hoffenheim, but then he went to Norway.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a lot that's going to change over the international week. I guess we'll get a bit more of a clear picture on if Ryan Christie will be back or
For
if
the old firm.
Edward will be back.
Edward.
If Scotland will be playing in the Euros next year.
Yeah.
We'll know that next week.
We will.
Probably.
Oh,
We won't
God.
know
Yeah,
for
we
sure,
won't
but
know for sure, but we'll know we're closer
we'll know.
until we come up against Haaland up front.
Or we will know if we're out.
Scott McKenna against him, can you imagine?
I really hope we get Serbia. Assuming we even get through.
Yeah.
We as a nation, we should be beating, as a footballing nation, we should be beating Israel.
Yeah.
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 From the simple fact that we're not having a civil war at the moment. We should be beating Israel. Although, to be fair, we're not that far away from a civil war. What if you and me can't go to the pub?
Oh dear. Right, so that seems like a pretty logical place to end it. Yeah, so we hope you've enjoyed. Apologies for the technical hiccups. I'm sure also we were probably talking over each other the whole time.
Absolutely.
We're not used
What
to
was
this.
What?
Yeah,
What?
was it?
What's your favourite meal deal?
Yeah.
Shut up. Oh, right, okay, I want to clear this up on a podcast right now. The fact that they never include pasta pots in that is abysmal.
Same. No, we'll do this. We'll actually do this in a future episode. We actually will.
We'll get a proper podcast, just an international week where nothing else is going on. We'll just talk about meal deals.
Half an hour of Scotland being shite, half an hour of meal deals. Plus.
Tune in next international break.
Yeah. Alright, but yeah, hope you've enjoyed. I'm not actually sure how many people listen to this. Hopefully more than, like, us and our mums.
Hi, Mum. Yeah, about to say.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter, yeah, at Hoofball Pod. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely stunning.
It's definitely at Hoofball Pod. Yeah, it is. So follow us on Twitter, at Hoofball Pod. I think that's about it, to be honest. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed. Tune in again next week where we have some predictions going forward about the championship. Probably a couple of predictions about the Premiership whilst we're there.
Scottish Cup,
Top
League
leagues,
Cup, all of
Scottish
it.
Cup, yeah, all the cups. We'll be talking about obviously the international games that have just happened, and maybe you'll get a little bit more about our favourite meal deals if you're lucky.
Ooh.
So yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll see you in a
Cheers.
bit.
Bye bye.
Cheers.